Hello, everyone. Welcome to my creative connection. I hope everyone's having a great day. Happy Friday. Starting to feel like fall here in Ontario. We've got some exciting things coming up. We've got our fall open house coming up. We've got some fall card classes coming up. So I've got a lot to talk about. That being said, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today. So sorry, Corey's just giving me a thumbs up. Everything's working okay. I'm feeling a bit under the weather, so you can probably hear my voice sounds a little funny. So this will be a little bit of a quicker live. Sorry, I know I wanted to make this amazing, and I hope it is still just as good for you guys. But so I've got a lot to talk about. I'm going to kick it off with our Lisa Horton Interference Ink demo because I'm really excited to show you guys what I've been playing with, all of these things and what I do. And then I've got a sale that I'm going to mention, as well as a card class I want to mention again in our open house. Hi, Bonnie. I hope you're doing good. And then I also wanted to mention we have a discount code for the Lisa Horton ink pads as well as the re-inkers. So the discount code is LHINK10. So LH for Lisa Horton and then INK for ink. Hi, Karen. I hope you're having a great day so far. And then the 10 is for 10% off. So you can get 10% off of the Lisa Horton ink pads as well as the re-inkers. And I'm going to show these off now. All right, I'm just going to switch my camera over. All right, so look at this beautiful array of colors. It's just so eye-catching. So we've got the interference inks and then the matte blending inks. I'm actually, I think, missing two from my interference. I think they might be out in the store, but I've got still a lot to play with you guys. So we've got 24 colors right now for both the interference and the matte blending, but Lisa actually has more colors on the way. They should be arriving soon because I know that the UK, her customers in the UK have just got them. So we should be getting them sometime next week, hopefully. So that's really exciting. More colors to add to this beautiful array of colors, which I can't wait for. The colors are absolutely stunning. All right, so let's start with the matte blending inks. I'm just going to move these out of the way. Gosh, there's so many of them. So the matte blending inks, I find very, very comparable to the Tim Holtz Distressed Oxides. So I'll move these up. So you can kind of see on the ink pad, it actually has a little bit of a color splotch here. So this actually kind of indicates that it is, I didn't bring a spray bottle, did I? No. So you can spray water on the inks and it gives it that like bleached look. So I'll show you guys that. And let's just start playing with some colors to show you guys how these work. So I've got some paper that I want to start with. So let's start with some blending colors. Just trying to get any ink that's on this off. Actually, looks like there's more dirt than ink on this one. All right. I'm going to start with the Juicy Pineapple. This is the only yellow currently. I think she has another yellow coming. So what I like to do is I normally just spin my brush around. I normally just take a little bit off just because I don't want that harsh color immediately on my page. And then you just start blending away. And it's very blendable. That's why they're called the matte blending ink. Kind of an ode to the blendability for these. Fresh one. And then again, I just take just a little bit off so it's not so harsh. And then you can build up the color a lot. So I can make it very opaque in the center and then blend out. So I'll just keep blending to show you guys how easy these blend. Like you've got no harsh lines. Make it nice and opaque. Could add more here. And then if I wanted to just do it very subtly, you could do just a subtle light yellow if you don't want it so harsh. So that is the Juicy Pineapple. I'm not going to show every single color. I'm just going to show a few of my favorites. Then we've got the Sugar Candy. This is again, look at how beautiful this pink color is. I'm obsessed. Let me get a napkin. Right, to wipe off any extra color that's on here. And then I just like to spin my brush again, take off just a little bit, and then blend away. So this is called a matte blending ink because it is matte. It's not shiny, but her interference inks are shiny. They've got shimmer to them, so I'll show you that in a second. But these are nice and matte. I've been using these a lot with my stencils from Lisa Horton. So that is the sugar candy. You can build that color up. Let's do a little bit more opaque, actually. Make it way more brighter if I wanted to. So that is that. And then let's do the Sweet Violet, because this is another favorite of mine. Let's see if I've got any questions. My mouse is not working. There we go. Nope, no questions yet. Okay. Then I'm going to do the purple, and then I'll show you guys what I mean with the bleaching, the faux bleaching, in a second. So I'm just going to start blending. I forgot to dab my brush off. That's why it's a little bit harsher there. There we go. And I also find the brushes that you use will make a difference too. If I was using one of those blending pads instead of a brush, it would show up a bit more opaque. And those are also easy to blend with for these inks as well. All right, I'm gonna get a massive one just so I can do a big surface area and spray on top. So this one has a bit of green on it. So I'm gonna take the eucalyptus leaves. This is a nice like bluey green color. I really like this one. And then just do this all over the page. We're actually going to be using the Lisa Horton reinkers at our open house. So I'm excited for you guys to get your hands on those and test them out because they're really awesome products. And the reinkers, you can use them obviously to re-ink your ink pad, but there's so many other uses for reinkers. Right. So that is just my base. I'm going to spray some water on to show you guys what that will look like. You don't want to spray too much because if you do, it will run and it will not give me the effect I want. I want just splots. So you can hopefully see it's starting to pick up and lighten up there. Yeah, I think you guys can see the little dots there. So it makes it nice and bleached. I really like to use this to make like a snowy background. So that is the matte blending. Oh, I wanted to show you guys actually the white. So this is the premium dye base matte blending ink for the white. Same thing. Build up the color if you need. Blend it out. Very blendable as well. I mean, if I did it on the color, it doesn't show up. It'll just lighten it subtly. So that is that on the white. And I actually kind of want to spritz it to see what that looks like. Let me grab a big brush. Get the color off. Oh, I'm turning my ink pad a bit pink, but that's okay. All right, so I've got some white on there. Now I'm just going to spritz this and see what this looks like. Do one little spritz. I know it does work on the interference inks as well on the black. I haven't done it with the white though. This is my first time with the white. So the white does have the little tiny specks. It looks a little bit washed out a bit. But yeah, I really love how it looks on the white cardstock with the colors. It really looks like really cool. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the interference because those are one of my favorites because they are so cool and nothing that I've ever seen before. So many ink pads. I got to move out of the way. Alrighty. Now, onto the interference. I'm just going to wipe this up a bit because I don't want my colors blending too much into each other. All right. Start bringing more of my colors out. There's so many different colors of the interference, so you've got a good variety. And what I like is they have, as you can see, the opposites, or no, that's the, not opposites. There's one with an opposite. Oh, I've got two of the same ones. Oh, the purple and green. So you can see the purple and green are opposite. So the cool thing about these ink pads is, as you can see, the two different colors. So the color on the left is the color that's going to show up on your white cardstock. The color on your right is what's going to show up on your black cardstock. So this color, these show up on both black and white, but different colors. So I'll show you how that looks. Oh, hi, Crafty Sue from PEI. Wow, that's quite far. So I'm going to just start playing with these and show you guys what I mean. So let's get some different color cardstock. Okay, I've got two colors here. I'm going to start with the blue and orange. This is one of my favorites because the blue color is so pretty. This is the Sapphire Gold. So I'm going to get my, I like to use my blue blending brush for this because it will stain my brush. I'm just going to wipe off any excess that I have. It seems pretty clean, actually. All right. So I'm going to take this. This is a bit more of a spongier ink pad as well. So this is it on the white. I love the color. It's just so bright. And then again, it is very blendable. You can build up the color to make it more opaque or a little bit more subtle, so it's not so vibrant. So that is the white. Now, this is the cool part. When I put it on the black, it's not blue. It is a golden yellowy color. And this has some mica shimmer in it. So this is very shiny on both of the cards bases. So on the white, it's not as in your face, but it does have that shimmer. But then on the black, it is very shimmery. And one thing to note as well with the interference inks on the black is it does, I don't know if this is a proper word for it, but it oxidizes, I'm pretty sure is how you say it. What that means is after a couple of hours, I normally say about 48 hours is when it's probably done oxidizing. But what it does is it gets more vibrant as time goes on. So in 24 hours, I'll be able to notice it's way more vibrant. And then in 24 more hours, it'll be much more vibrant as well. So that's one thing to know is when you are doing, you're like, oh, this isn't exactly the color or it's not as bright as I want it to be. Just give it some hours and the color will really shine up nicely. So you can see the shimmer on that. It's so beautiful. So that is the two different colors that you get from the, where is the lid for that one? Oh, there it is. From the Sapphire Gold. So we'll do another one as well. So this will show up much more golden yellow in the next 48 hours. I do have a sample. I will show that actually now. So this is on the white. This is interference inks. I loved how this turned out. This is actually Lisa Horton's embossing folder and die. And then this is what it looks like on the black. So when I first did this, the colors were not as vibrant as they are now. It's been a couple days, so the colors really shone through really nicely. As you can see, it's quite vibrant. But yeah, it looks really good. I love how it looks, especially with the shimmer. These are different colors, obviously. But yeah, I loved how these turned out. All right, now let's move on to another color because I'm having fun and I want to do the spritz technique as well. So I'm going to get a bigger brush and let's do the, what one do I want? There's so many pretty options to choose from. Let's do the, oh gosh, I just did blue though. Okay, let's do this one. This one's pretty. I like the pink. This is Tropical Paradise. So I'm going to get two different ones. So this is going to show up this bright pinky color on the white, and then it'll have the bluey purple color on the black. And again, this does have that watermark for the like bleaching that you can do. I don't notice on the white that the color does, like, I don't think it becomes more vibrant after 48 hours like on the black. I think kind of the color that you put on now is the color it's going to stay. Keep picking up a lot and then too little after. Got quite a lot on my mat here. I'm just using that ink, picking that up. This is a quite juicy ink pad. All right. So that is the white. Oh, I don't need to close that actually. I'm a little off my rocker today. All right, so that was actually a lot on there. So wow, look at that beautiful blue color that's showing up. And then again, like 24 hours later, it's going to be even more vibrant, which I love. But it's already so vibrant. Okay, I'm going to cover most of the page, and then we'll do the water technique. All right. Oh, I just love this color. I don't want to stop blending. It just looks so nice. All right, so that's the Tropical Paradise. So this is the white, and then this is the black. All right, so Karen said, I didn't realize I could spray the interference inks as well. Yes, all of her inks, I think, do this, except for the one, her normal stamped ink. I don't have it with me. But yeah, all of the interference. Oops, I mixed my colors on here. I don't know what I just put this on. Oh, the blue ink. That's what that's from. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. All right, so I'm going to spritz this. I don't want to do too much. And then you can already see it so fast reacting to the water with the ink. And it's starting to pick up on the white. And then I'll do this on the black as well. I've already got a little bit there. Oh, I'm running out of water. These are big splatters now. Let's try this again with spraying really thick now that I'm running low. But this has the same technique. Let me see if I can try and get this to spray a little bit nicer. Yeah, it's just throwing so much thick water on my page because I'm running low. But yeah, so you get the bleaching techniques on both. It's not showing up as good on camera as I thought it would. It's kind of, you see, it's not focusing. Anyway, hopefully you guys can see it okay. All right, so what else do I want to show? Let's move these out of the way. And let's move on to the re-inkers. So the re-inkers, as I said, you can obviously use it to re-ink your ink pad when it's getting dry. So that way you don't have to buy a whole new ink pad. You can just buy the re-inker because it is cheaper. Oops, I'm getting color everywhere. It's all over my hands too. All right. So I didn't grab all of the re-inkers. I don't know where I put them. There we go. So I've just got the interference with me right now. We do have the matte blending ink re-inkers as well, but these are just the ones I had on hand. And you do need to shake them because the mica does settle at the bottom. These ones have been shaken a little bit already. You can kind of see at the bottom the mica is collected. So all you got to do is just shake it and mix it around, and it's got a little ball in there, so it does help with shaking to make it a little bit easier and faster for you. So let's show you guys some cool things with the re-inkers. So this is actually a sample that Mary Ann did. All she did was just put some re-inker onto her page and then spritzed it with water and then just stuck her paper down quick. She didn't leave it down to soak in because it would kind of just bleed into each other a bit more. She just did it quickly. And you can see the shine on that from the interference inks. Looks really good. So I think she used all interference inks on this one actually. So that's one technique with it. I don't have, obviously, my spray bottle is running out of water. So I could do that if you guys comment that you want to do that. Will you be selling the re-inkers in bundles? let me get back to you. I will go ask Dennis after the live ends, and then I'll leave a comment back on your comment to find out, because I don't actually know, but that's a good question. I would think we would do that for you guys if you want to. All right. So another thing that I really like to do with these is kind of use them as like a watercolor. So all I do is, I've already got one here. I'm going to open a different, or use a different color. Do some orange. And it's very pigmented, so you literally just need one drop. That wasn't even a full drop, but that's okay. And then I like to use my watercolor brush and dilute it just a little bit. And then you can brush on. And this will show the mica as well. I actually haven't tried this on a black. Let's do that. That sounds like it could be cool. The black. Yeah, it does show up really nicely on here because of the mica as well. I'm going to take off some of the water from that. Just a little bit watery. Yeah, it shows up really nicely. So you could color with this, you could paint with this, you could create some really cool backgrounds. So that is, well, it's not showing up too much on camera. In person, it's really purple. You can kind of see it, maybe because it's wet still. Huh. Kind of see it at that angle, but it is quite purple. And then we've got the yellow here with a little bit of shimmer as well. And then let's do the pink one because I really love this color. This is the pink champagne. So I've already diluted it a bit, so I don't need to dilute it again. And you just get these really beautiful colors. And then if you do add more water, which I'll add quite a bit more to show you guys that you can dilute it even more and create just a little bit more of a subtle pink here. And then this does have some shimmer in it as well. It's not, I kind of see it picking up on camera. And then I'll do it on black as well because it looks really cool. I'm going to actually do a new one because I want the mica to show up. If I dilute it too much, the mica won't shine as brightly. It would just be a bit more subtle. So I'm going to not dilute it. My brush is wet though. And then paint it on here. Oh, look at that green. That is really vibrant. So yeah, if you don't dilute it, you will get a really vibrant color. So that looks really cool. So that's the green. And then the pink is the same color. All right. Ooh, I love this. Gosh, I could do this all day. I'm having fun. Let's try a technique. Let's do, I'm going to actually show you on camera the technique Marianne did. I'm just going to refill my spritz bottle quickly. So give me 1 second. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Got a full water spritz bottle now, so we can do the technique that Marianne did that we'll be doing at our open house. Just gonna move that out of the way. So she did hers with a stamping platform, but I think it would work just as well on this. And then we also have those gel plates that would work awesome for this technique because I think that's actually what they're meant for. So I'm gonna get a piece of my white cardstock. I'll try it on the black as well because I don't think we've done that. And I'm just going to cut this a little bit smaller. This is my favorite little cutter. It's the Hunky Dory one. It's nice and small, so it makes my life really easy to move it around. All right, so I'm going to do the pink champagne. Do some different little dollops here. And then we'll do the sweet treat. So this is a bit of an orangey color. And just fill it in between the other spots I've done. This is my first time actually doing this technique, so fingers crossed this works. Marianne is the pro. All right, and then let's just do the two colors first, actually. So I'm going to grab my spritz bottle and I'm going to spray those. I may have done too much. And I'm just going to quickly pick it up. And look at that cool little spotted background. So obviously you could do some different ways of getting some bigger spots. And that subtle background here. So let's do it again with some bigger dots. Oh, I just love this pink color. Makes me happy. Same with the yellow. These are happy colors. And then we'll do some of this color again. These are the same colors I just used. And then you can blend these together to create other colors. So if I wanted an orange, I could definitely blend those. All right. I did not cut another piece, so I'm going to use a big piece now. Just spray. And then quickly ta-da! So you can really see that nice shine in there. And let's actually do bigger spots, see what this looks like. Because Marianne's turned out way better than mine is. But also, I'm my toughest critic, so that could explain it. Let's do less color, or like less dollops. And really get this. Let's spray a lot of water this time, see what this does. I'm going to really make it nice and wet. And then I'm going to get another black piece of paper. I mean, not black, sorry, the white. And then I'll do it on the black after. Oh, yeah, that looks really pretty. It's like a watercolor effect. I really like this one. This one turned out really cool. So you get tons of different backgrounds with this. So while I've actually got this here still, I am going to grab a piece of the black and just reuse it. And you can really see that color showing up as well on here. It's got a mix of the purple and the green. And then let's do it again. We'll keep going. Add some more. Oh, wow. Look at that. That looks really cool. Looks like a splatter, like a paint splatter almost. So that's kind of galaxy looking to me with the purple and the green. Do it one more time. Yeah, that looks really cool. So you can do this on the black and the white. Obviously, you get different colors. You can get so many different effects. Love how that's turned out. Very happy with that. And I think that is it for the Lisa Horton ink demo. I'll probably do more going forward too with the new ink pads to show you guys as well. And maybe if I learn some new techniques, some different ones. I know that there's way more different things you can do with the re-inkers. This is just what I like to do myself most of the time. I seem to have lost my forward-facing camera and my computer is frozen. So hopefully everyone is still on. All right, so I'm going to move on and talk about the live that I'm going to be doing. So this is a live that actually I've got people here. I'm going to mention the code again. Sorry, I'm all over the place today. So to get 10% off of the re-inkers and the ink pads, both the interference and the matte, it is the discount code for 10% off is LHINK10. So it's like Lisa Horton ink 10 and you'll get 10% off. So if you guys are getting some of the inks, definitely use that code. It's going to end on the 28th. So I think next Thursday, like the end of the day on Thursday. And I will be doing lives every Friday at 12, except for on the 20th, because I've got the open house, which I'm excited for. So you can catch me here every Friday at 12, and we'll be doing some fun little demos, talking about some new stuff going on, as well as some prizes. We'll do some little giveaways, as well as some nice little discount codes for everyone here and there. So you have to check back in for that, as well as the newsletters. I'll be posting what we'll be talking about for the lives. I got to plan my next Monday one. So if anyone has any suggestions for next Monday, what you want to see, please let me know. And I would be happy to play with some products you guys are interested in. So can you give the 10% off code? So the code is LHINK10. It's LHINK10. All right, so I'm going to quickly just move on to the open house. So for all of our local customers, we are doing our annual fall open house. It's going to be on the 21st and the 20th. So it's a Friday, Saturday. I'm just going to show you guys some of the samples that we will be making. So it's $5. You make 4 cards. And these are just some of the cards that we are going to be making. We've got 4 on one day, and then the next day we're going to swap 2 of the cards out for 2 new ones, and then we'll redo 2. Hopefully that makes sense. So these are some of the cards that Marianne has been working on. You get to learn some new techniques. Definitely using the Lisa Horton inks because I love it. This is one I made. All right, so the SKU for the Friday for the open house is open 23 FRI for Friday. And then for Saturday, it's open 23 SAT for Saturday. We've got tons and tons and tons of prizes to give away. You don't have to purchase anything. You could even just like stop in the store, say hi, put your name in the draw and leave if you wanted to. And you could be entered into one of the many giveaways that we have going on for both Friday and Saturday. We also have a really exciting product, oh wait, no, I can't see my face still. So we also have, what we're doing is surprise bags. So these are going to range from about $5 to $15, and it's about $100 plus for retail value. So you are definitely getting a good bang for your buck. They are surprise bags though, so you won't know what's in it until you open it. They are filled with lots of goodies though, like you've got big arrangement of different products in there to work with. So I'm excited for those to be out for the open house. And then after we see how those sell, we might put them online again in the future. All right, so if anyone does have any questions about the open house, you can always feel free to email us or even just comment on the Facebook post or in our Crafting with Ecstasy Facebook group. We can also answer your questions on there if you have any. Okay, moving on, I've got the card class. I know you guys, most of you guys have probably already seen this, but I just want to mention it again for those who haven't. So we are doing a in-store and online card class. So the in-store card class, you're going to get to build these 2 cards. I called them cards because this technically you could use it as a card and put a little treat inside. It's actually a little treat bag. And then we have this really cool card that you guys will get to make as well. So the fun thing about these is we're doing a Halloween theme, but this can be used for any season. So you get to learn the technique of the folding for both of these, and then you can repurpose these. You'll get the instructions and the video link to rewatch it. I just love this. It looks so cool. So you could do this for a Christmas card. I think this is awesome, and it stands up really cool as well, which I love. So the SKU for the in-person open house, or not open house, sorry, for the in-person card class is SCARY 2023 WED. So it's Scary 2023 WED for Wednesday. It's the October 4th at 1 p.m. And then for the online card class, you guys didn't bring a kit with me, but the kit photo is online. So you're going to get the stencil, you're going to get the die for the sentiment, and then you're going to get a handful of these ephemera pieces from All in Create. Look at the pink on my hand. And then you're also going to get one of the HC toppers as well as the background paper, all the paper you're going to need for this to create both of these. So that is $20 US and it's $25 Canadian, and it's just Scary 2023 for this SKU. So you'll get to do it live with us on Zoom. We're going to have a private link sent to everyone who's registered. And then you also get access to the video after as well. So this will be posted to YouTube privately. So those who are registered for the class will only get access to that video. They can rewatch it as many times as they'd like, so they can make their own cards at home again, redo this as many times as you'd like with access to that video from us. And then same with the in-person card class. After the online is done, you will also get sent the video link so you can remake this as well. And you'll get instructions. So yeah, I just love this. Marianne is so awesome. So the in-person is $12. So Marianne, she just blows my mind. She creates these awesome cards. I'm just like, oh my God, I would have never thought of that. It was awesome having her here. All right. And I think do want to show this. This is using the, this is the matte blending inks from Lisa Horton. I created this cute little card sample. This is actually a bundle. I'll show you guys because it's one of my favorites. I actually have another card sample I can show you guys. These are 2 other card samples that I have made. I kind of just redid this because we didn't have the Lisa Horton inks when we did these, and then we did. So I had to make one with her inks, with her stencils and dies and embossing folder. So these are some of the card samples, and this is actually a bundle that comes with the sentiments that you see here, comes with the embossing folder and the die, and then also comes with the coordinating stencil. The SKU for this is LHCHRBUN01. I'll say it again. LHCHRBUN01. It's like Lisa Horton Christmas bundle. One thing to note with this stencil is I like to skip one of these stencils to get this white showing through, because this one I used all of the stencils for, and you can see that it looks really nice, but I like the white shining through for this stencil more. I just find it kind of pops a bit nicer. So I will tell you what one I skipped because I don't remember from the top of my head. This is the one I skipped. So the number 2 stencil for this one, I tend to skip past just because I like to have the white showing through, but you can always use it to get the full red on there if you want. All right, so that was, I just wanted to quickly show you guys that because I really love this card. It's one of my favorites that I've made. And I do want to mention as well that we have the 40% off the select creative expressions going on right now. So if you head onto the website, we've got a big discount for hundreds of products on the creative expressions. So it's not all creative expressions, it's some of their items, and it is 40% off. So you're getting really good savings there. Another thing I actually wanted to mention with the re-inkers, I'm going to do another quick demo because I totally forgot about this, is you can use it with other products. So you can change colors of other things. So this is a texture paste from Cosmic Shimmer. This is clear, but I'm going to actually blend in a re-inker color to show you guys what that would look like. So let's get this is a last minute thing. So I'm using a little scoring tool to blend. All right, so let's add some of this into, let's just do it right on here actually. And then I'm going to add a tiny, tiny, tiny drop of this. You do not want to add too much because it's going to be very vibrant. Unless you want it more vibrant, of course you could add more. And then you can change it from the clear into a clear, like pink color. So I really like to use the re-inkers to change colors of other things. I wish I had a black one. Maybe I do. No, I don't have a black one. Yeah, that's another quick thing I totally forgot. Kind of looks like gum or something, the pretty pink color. But yeah, you can use that and then put it on some white cardstock to get like a textured look. I'm not using the right tool for this. Usually I use a spatula, but this is just what it looks like. So yeah, that's another thing I wanted to mention, but totally forgot until now. All right, I think I have touched on everything. I am going to, oh, I have not, sorry, I'm just seeing Crafty Sue said, have you tried the foam technique? I have not. I'm going to have to look that up today. So thank you. I love that. Yeah, any of the other questions I'm going to get back to, and you guys can see me here next Friday at 12 o'clock. I would pop my face back on to say bye to everyone, but my computer is frozen. So you guys will have to look at my hands. So I'll see you guys here next week. Same time. This is posted as well after the live ends. So if you want to rewatch any of this, that is there. Don't forget to use the discount code for 10% off your inks and the re-inkers from Lisa Horton. Again, I'll just mention it. It's just LHINK10. So like Lisa Horton Ink 10. All right. Well, I hope you guys had fun. Hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Have a great weekend. And I'll see you guys here next Friday. Bye, everyone.